How you doing?
It's Josh here. This is Maya.
Hey, Josh. Sorry, we missed the name one more time.
Maya.
Josh and Maya. Pleasure, Maya. I'm Kaveh. This is Nelson.
Hi.
Nelson does all kinds of awesome tech wizardry at Stanford. He makes all things work over there.
Oh, great. Then they stop working, and then
Yeah, I was gonna say, did I just jinx you now?
Pretty much. Thanks.
I'm just trying to keep you on your toes, man. You know, otherwise this stuff's too easy.
Happy New Year to you both.
Thank you. Same to you. How's the weather out there? It's 20 degrees here right now. We're grateful that it's that high.
It's not 20 degrees. It's very pleasant. 64, 65.
Seriously? Good grief.
Okay.
The low here last night was 1.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I had to add
think
like 2 extra blankets on my bed.
If I were,
You want to chat?
I'm
You want me to
fine.
move
Sorry,
over?
I've been sitting.
I
just
can
give
move
me
so you
one
can get
moment.
the
I'm just calibrating everything for Kaveh, and I'll be right back.
You do what you got to do. We're here. We can help out. Let us know.
Shut the mic.
That's
That was kind of strange, but I hope.
I hope we're not transmitting out to Pluto or something.
Now they can hear you and see you.
Uh-huh.
And
And we start class in 3 minutes?
yes.
Okay. So just let me toggle it. Let the command tab.
Yep. There you go.
Toggle. So just
Command
command
and tab together.
Uh-huh.
And you can shift. So if you
just toggle.
So hold down command and hit tab to whatever file you want to go to.
Okay.
So right now you'll be on PowerPoint.
So PowerPoint and there it goes. And once I release it,
yes, it'll pop up.
It'll pop up. If I do it view, slideshow. So they're seeing this on their screen.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your help.
I'll be right here just in case.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Since this is the first, you want me to just, I'll holler. I have a really loud, booming voice.
Even better. But do you have your phone with you?
I do have my phone, yeah.
Hey, Adam, are you experiencing audio-video issues? Because in our screen, it's...
I'm fine on the fact that I guess I'm not transmitting video.
Okay.
I'm not sure why.
You are transmitting video, Adam. It's lovely multicolored snow.
Yeah.
It's like two polar bears wrestling in a snowstorm.
Well, it's pretty representative of my home right now.
That's true. Kaveh, Josh here. I will be off to the side in the room. If you need anything, just holler for me. I won't be on camera, but I'll be here to help, okay?
Thank you, Josh. I really appreciate it.
And you can
Absolutely.
anytime.
All
And
right.
I'll be right here.
And
All right. Let me.
Nelson?
Could you enter your number into my thing?
Yeah, Josh.
Hey, Nelson, do you mind, Kaveh, unless it's your preference to have the speaker show up as large, you may want to try the constant presence mode. Nelson, you know how to get that on there, right?
Yep, I'm on it right now.
Cool. Just, Kaveh, it's your choice. Check them out. But we see everybody a lot better when the squares are all equal sizes.
Okay, and you call that constant presence? Constant something.
Constant presence.
Constant presence. Yeah.
Affectionately known as the Brady Bunch or Hollywood Squares effect.
Oh, I could see that. That's interesting.
References that few of the kids get, but we get them.
Better?
Sad but true.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'll do this one. Okay, wait. Okay.
Is that good?
Hasn't changed. Did you select to apply to all participants or force all participants? Really? Huh. Oh, you know what? There may be something with sharing. I think it won't allow you to change it if you've already begun sharing. You have to stop sharing, make the adjustment, and then share again. I can't promise that will work, and if it doesn't work, then don't worry about it. We'll get it next time.
Oh, wow, I'm really big. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fix that.
Hi, Nelson. It's Stephanie.
Hey, Stephanie, how are ya?
Hello,
Hi,
Stephanie.
I am here with Pippa, but I am staying off screen just in the event that you need an extra pair of eyes or hands or etc. So.
Wonderful.
Perfect. So you have all the support right here, right now.
How many people does it take?
Yeah, we have it ready.
Oh, perfect.
Since he's on the Mac.
Oh, so it's going into another
Yeah.
room. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Got it.
So this is going to be our setup for the first class.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. But you're going to teach in here.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
Should we get this working
We have it set up where we have all the screen sharing
now? Oh, okay.
properly,
Yeah,
so
that's fine. That's cool. Works.
I think at this point we're just going to plunge right ahead.
Oh, I have an attachment. Oh, okay.
yeah, well, so
All right.
All right.
Great.
Okay. Yeah, ready to go.
and my phone number.
Is this right?
Yes.
Excellent.
Call, text, anything.
Will do.
I'll be right here.
Okay.
You've got all these people in virtually, and I'll pop in virtually too, and I'm around. And
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the
Awesome.
support.
Anytime.
All
Welcome
right.
aboard.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, hello, everybody. My name's Kaveh. I'm your Arabic instructor. I can't see everyone on my screen, so there are minor technical glitches that I will be dealing with today. I need to bring myself up to speed as far as the technology goes. I've already received excellent training from Josh, but I still have a ways to go. So for today's lesson, which is our first lesson of the second semester of Arabic, I've written up a PowerPoint, and let's make sure that you all can see the PowerPoint presentation. Can everyone see the PowerPoint presentation?
We can see it.
Is there anyone who cannot see the PowerPoint presentation? Okay, excellent. All right, so here we go. This is our first class of Arabic 1. It's the second semester, spring 2015. And it's the first week I put B because we meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as you know. Today's Thursday. So this course will be a course of modern standard Arabic, right? And there will be a very basic exposure to Egyptian, right? Now, I'm just curious. You all have already been exposed to Egyptian? Am I correct? The reason, yes, go ahead.
We have not learned any Egyptian. Our previous teacher insisted that we only learn standard Arabic because she thought it would slow everything down.
Right. Well, that's a valid concern. the reason I thought you may have seen it is because in your Alif Ba book, actually you get your standard and your Egyptian and then your Levantine. So okay, so I'm just trying to understand. And also in the course description that I got from last year, interestingly, Levantine was included, and then Egyptian was mentioned as well. So I just wanted to point out that the book that we're using is Al Kitab, of course, and Al Kitab has the modern standard, and it has little snippets of Egyptian, which in fact is useful. It's is useful. Could anyone tell me why Egyptian may be useful?
If you go to Egypt.
Right. Egyptian is one of the most popular dialects, and this is by virtue of the fact that a lot of music is made in Egypt and many films are made in Egypt. Now, if you focus on modern standard Arabic, you will understand this wonderful language, which is the way newscasters present news, which is the way news is printed in newspapers. However, if you ever get on a taxi in the airport in Cairo to go to your hotel, you will soon discover that your taxi driver understands you, but you do not understand a word that he speaks, right? So these dialects are useful to know, and I think they give you a sense really of how the language is evolving as well. So we will be following the Al-Kitab curriculum with little snippets of Egyptian inserted in this modern standard Arabic. I think it's a wonderful idea. The curriculum has wonderful video programs that you can watch, and it's a really nice. They've done a great job with it. All right, so that's so much for Egyptian. Logistics. I mentioned that I need to come up to speed with technology, but we have, if anything should go wrong as far as, well, I'm thinking primarily of homework that you can, at the very worst case scenario, we can communicate via email outside of class. The reason I bring that up is because eCollege, I tried to upload some stuff onto, but it doesn't seem to be quite working. But I'm always available via email, and hopefully I'll be brought up to speed very quickly with the technology. All right. So now let's go back to you guys. What do we know about Arabic? What have you absorbed this first semester? What languages, for instance, is it related to?
Hebrew, maybe.
Excellent. Arabic is related to Hebrew. It's also related, if you're interested in ancient history, it's also related to a number of ancient languages that are no longer considered living languages, such as Akkadian and a bunch of others, Babylonian, Assyrian. What are the differences that you've noticed so far between your Arabic class and your Spanish class, or some of the other languages that you've studied?
The verb conjugation is less regular.
The verb conjugation is less regular. How
like
so?
For Spanish?
Yeah.
Yes. So, for example, in Spanish, there's when you conjugate verbs, there's specific categories that the verbs fall into, and then there's a pattern that applies to almost all of them. And in Arabic, there's a way to conjugate it, but you sort of have to. What we've been doing so far is sort of going one at a time and just learning how to conjugate the verb and just knowing that.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. I have to say that as far as conjugation go, Arabic is pretty regular. Okay, once you have the basic form of the verb, unless it's a weird verb with a vowel, they so-called middle weak or verb, they're pretty regular. I think once you look at the tables, you will see that it's pretty reasonable as far as conjugation. So I'm thinking maybe it's because you haven't seen the full conjugation table that's your observation. Any other things? How about the script? Well, the script is not Latin derived, as you well know. Where does the Arabic script come from? We know it's written from right to left, just like Hebrew.
Just gonna take a guess. Sanskrit, maybe? No.
It's actually not related to Sanskrit, but it's really closely related to English and Hebrew. And in fact, most of the alphabets that we use in the world today all developed in the Eastern Mediterranean, and they were used to write ancient Semitic languages like Phoenician, but they diverged. And it's fascinating to think that Arabic, the Arabic that we see today, actually shares with English its heritage, its source. There were other scripts used in Arabia in ancient times, and they basically died out. The only thing that the Southern Arabic script that you see survives only in Ethiopia. So if you ever look at the logo for Ethiopia Airlines, you can see the Southern Arabic script. But the Arabic script that we use actually comes from the same place that English and Latin and Greek and a bunch of other languages come from. So that's, but it's interesting that we do write it from right to left. So that takes a little bit of getting used to. And what can we say about the vowels? What can we say about the vowels and the writing of the vowels?
The short vowels are actually sort of not part of the actual script.
That's very good. Short vowels are generally not indicated unless you're in Arabic 1 or unless you are reading a well-edited text where the short vowel makes a difference. And in that case, they put the short vowel in for you. So that's kind of interesting. As you gain more experience with the language, you will have to start managing the fact that all the short vowels are not there for you to see. Good. All right. Let's see. I'm wondering, could we go around and do introductions? Because I need to also be taking roll, right? So I'm going to say a word about myself. My name is Kaveh Niazi. I'm a historian by training. I do medieval manuscripts, and my focus is on the history of science. And there was a great deal of scientific activity in the pre-modern era in the Islamic world, and I study those books. I think Arabic is a wonderful language, and I really admire students who are at your level in high school and are pursuing this. It's truly admirable, so you should really pat yourself on the shoulder. Having said that, let's go and do introductions. Go around the virtual room, so to speak, and do introductions. Not all at once.
I guess I'll start. My name is Jane Ashley Watson, and I'm from St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Jackson, Mississippi. And I am a high school senior. And yeah, nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Thank you, Jane.
Oh, sorry. Hey, I'm Darden Pilkington. I'm a junior at St. Andrews, and I live in Ridgeland, Mississippi, too. So, hey.
Great. Thank you, Darden. Thank you.
Maya. Oh, and that's Pippa. Pippa, you go first because we've already been introduced.
Okay. Hi, my name is Pippa. I go to the Murray School in Washington, D.C. That's basically it.
Okay. What grade are you, Pippa?
Oh, I'm a senior.
Very nice to meet you.
I'm Maya. I go to Hopkins School in Connecticut in New Haven, and I also live in New Haven. I'm a junior.
Thank you, Maya.
I'm Adam. I'm from Manlius Pebble Hill School in New York, and I am also a junior.
Great. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Adam.
My name is Sawyer, and I'm a senior at Fort Worth Country Day School in Fort Worth, Texas.
You done?
Okay. Pleasure meeting you.
I'm Teklub Bayan, and I'm a junior at Fort Worth Country Day School in Texas.
Great. Nice to meet you. Are there any others? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I count eight of you. All right. Well, pleasure meeting you all. I think we're going to have a good time. Before I put the next slide on, I understand that last semester may have been a bit challenging. So I feel that part of my job is to make sure to be extra sensitive to what your needs are, right? So in case there's something that you feel is confusing, and in fact, this is how I generally teach language, you have to tell me, and if I'm not sensing it, if you feel that there's something that's not clicking, and then I will make sure to tailor a lesson for you on that topic for an upcoming class. So that's generally how I operate. Having said that, I learned Arabic from the same book that you are learning it, Al-Kitab. So, of course, when I did it, it was an older edition, and I looked at this new edition. I think they've done a wonderful job with it. And again, I commend you for choosing Arabic, and I hope you keep it up, and I hope that someday you find yourself where I'm sitting, teaching Arabic to other students. All right, so now we are ready to launch the next slide.
Guys, if I may
the question I have for you, yes.
Kaveh, pardon my interruption. Sorry, guys, this is Mr. Gleason. I'm here at Hopkins. Because Mr. Niazi is using just one screen right now, he can only see the one person who's speaking. So when you guys raise your hands, he can't see that your hands are raised, unless you happen to be the person who last spoke. So do two things. A, don't raise your hands. And B, just unmute your microphones, except Adam, because we're getting some feedback from you earlier, Adam. Just unmute your mics and jump in and just, try to step on as few toes as possible. It'll happen. It'll be funny and awkward, and you'll get over it. So roll on. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Of course for that. All right. So this session, our session today, we'll focus on review, and I need to get from you a sense of how far you got in Alif Ba and how far you got in Al-Kitab.
That's a good
So, like,
question.
how far we actually got?
Yeah.
I'm arguably the end of the first chapter.
Okay. End of the first chapter in Al-Kitab. So Alif Ba is done, right? You're all happy with the script, and you can identify the letters.
Well, the thing is that we kind of we sort of blew through it. We did it in about half the lessons that it recommends.
Well, because we didn't do the vocabulary in that book. We just used the letters.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's okay because all of the letters are going to be reinforced as you do Al-Kitab. Okay, so I think you're okay. If I sense a weakness, we'll go back to Alif Ba and review some of those lessons. But I think you're in okay shape. So I've heard end of chapter 1. Are there any other takers? End of chapter 1 sounds reasonable.
It does.
The Country Day School actually has yet to receive their book, so we've just kind of been getting I don't know what word to use. We've been trying to do the vocab with everybody, but we're
got the wrong version.
Yeah, we had the wrong version of the book initially, so
that's on our fault.
We finished chapter 1, but we're at least over here are a little spotty on some of the material.
The vocab only.
So you used the different version, meaning that must have been the first edition then. Is that what you used?
Second. I had the second edition.
I think it was just a wrong edition. I had a couple of the vocab terms we needed. We got some of the ones from other students in the class. But
everybody else has the third edition.
Yeah.
They have the second.
No, Al-Kitab, the Al-Kitab that we're using is the second edition. It's this one.
Is it?
Does everyone have this?
Okay, because
we have the third edition.
We were.
Last semester you used the third edition.
Yeah.
I had the second. Yeah, I had the second. That your edition, but we were supposed to have the third.
Oh dear. Okay,
Alif Ba was second edition.
Ooh.
What? I don't even know what's going on.
Well, I'm going to, to be quite honest, I wasn't aware that there was a third edition out, so I need to sort this out. There might be slight differences between the editions, but the lessons are practically the same. So let's assume that we can sort out the question regarding the edition. But what about how far we got? So end of chapter 1 seems to be the consensus, except for the people in Fort Worth, Texas, who are saying that they're a little bit spotty because they had a different book. It was a different edition. Is that right? Is that generally okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we need to sort out the edition, but let's see what we remember. So, did you guys do conversational at all? Conversational Arabic?
A bit.
With your teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah? So if I can say, Ana ismi Kaveh, ma ismuka, or ma ismuki, you recognize what I'm saying, yes?
Yes.
Aywa, Ana ismi Kaveh. Great. Could we go around and do Ana ismi, so-and-so, just so I can hear your pronunciation?
Yes, we can.
Pippa, do you want to go?
Sure. Ana ismi Pippa. I guess whoever I'm asking, ma ismuki or ma ismuka.
أهلا وسهلا هبة. أنا اسمي كافي. أهلا وسهلا. تشرفنا. Great. Let's have another. تشرفنا. Let's have another student.
Ana ismi Darden.
You go, Maya. You do it.
Ana ismi Maya. تشرفنا.
تشرفنا يا مايا. أهلا وسهلا.
أنا اسمي سوير.
تشرفنا يا ساير. أنا اسمي كافي.
تشرفنا. ما اسمك؟
أنا اسمي تكليف. ما اسمك. Next person.
Ma ismuki if you're addressing a woman. Ma ismuka.
Yeah,
if you're addressing a man.
There were just like the other three girls haven't gone, so it's just
fantastic. Yes, fantastic, wonderful. جيد جدا.
أنا اسمي Jane Ashley. ما اسمك Adam.
أنا اسمي Adam. تشرفنا. ما اسمك or ما اسمك.
شكرا جزيلا. أيوة, and we still need one person.
Oh, Anna ismi Darden.
تشرفنا يا Darden. Everyone say تشرفنا.
تشرفنا.
Right. Where is the stress on that word? تشرفنا.
The R.
The R, right? What do we call that stress? What do we call that stress in Arabic?
Shadda.
Excellent. That's the shadda. You want to listen to that. You want to listen for that shadda because the shadda, whether it's not or there, can often change the meaning. Is there a question?
No, she's just hot. It's really hot in this room. Sorry.
Oh, that must be awful for you.
Yeah. Great. Can everyone read what I wrote? Ana ismi.
Yes.
Yeah. That's legible? Legible?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Excellent. Ya Hibba, ma ism waliduka? Ma ism waliduka?
Who are you asking?
I was asking Hibba, but anyone else could jump in. Who wants to answer? Ma ism waliduka? Jane, I think you're ready to go. Ma ism waliduka?
You got it. You're the one who
No,
taught.
I was just saying what it meant.
Uh-huh.
Which probably means I should probably answer it, but
Yeah, ma ism waliduka.
Okay.
Ism walidi.
I'll do it. Walida ki ismu ha Jamie. I think that's right.
Okay, but there's a little glitch there. You said walid. First it's walidi, my father. Walidi.
Yes.
Walidi is ismuhu. Remember?
Lewis.
Ismuhu.
Yeah. Lewis.
Uh-huh.
I thought you said key. Sorry, that was my fault.
That's
I
all right.
thought you were asking about my mom. No worries.
Yeah, but that would be a little different. That would be my
Right.
right? So pay
Right.
attention to that.
I gotcha.
Yeah, right? All right.
Yes.
Yes. Jordan, ما اسم والدتك؟ والدتك أنا آسف جدا جدا. ما اسم والدتك؟
والدمي اسمها Paula.
اسمها Paula. جيد جدا. But what about the first, the subject you introduced? My mother is.
Sorry.
How do you say my mother in Arabic?
Well, mom is Walida, so okay, Pip. Yeah.
Walidati.
والدتي اسمها blah blah blah. Does anyone else want to go? ما اسم والدك or ما اسم والدك? شكرا يا دارن. Thank you. Anyone else?
I'll go.
Here's your go.
والدتي اسمها Minda.
جيد جدا جدا. Excellent. والدتي اسمها, and then your mother's name. Very nice. Excellent. Any other takers? ما اسم والدك والدك أو والدتك والدتك?
Sure. Walidati ismuha Sheila.
جيد جدا يا هبة. والدتي اسمها Sheila. Excellent. Excellent. All right. يا هبة من أي مدينة أنت؟ من أي مدينة أنت؟ أنا آسف. من أي مدينة أنت؟ Who wants to answer me? من أي مدينة أنت or أنت؟
أنا من Connecticut. Or أنا من America. أمريكا.
أيوة مدينة. ما معنى مدينة? What does مدينة mean?
Is it state?
I thought it was
Not
neighborhood.
Is it still a
Or
city?
area?
City.
Isn't it city?
أنا من New Haven. Is that
Yes, it's city. Whoever said city was correct. Medina is city, right? And in fact, it's one of the holy sites of Islam, Medina in Saudi Arabia, because it used to be Medina Nabi, the city of the Prophet. And that's been shortened to
it's the same
Medina.
in Hebrew.
What's that?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's the same in Hebrew, the word for prophet. I didn't mean to speak out loud, but I did.
What is it in Hebrew?
Nabi.
Nabi, right? So again, we pointed out that these languages are very closely related, right? Excellent. So everyone knows what Medina means now, right? Min ay Medina anta or anti, from what city are you? Min ay wilaya. Wilaya anta, ya anti, ya maya, ana asif. Min ay wilaya anti.
I don't. I'm not sure what that means. I mean, it's. I don't know what wilaya is.
Great. Does anyone know what wilaya means? Anti min wilayat Connecticut.
Oh, so that. Okay.
Ya maya.
So that would be state.
Yeah, everyone got wilaya? أنا من ولاية كاليفورنيا. أيوة. جيد. وهبة من ولاية دي سي. أيوة. وآدم من ولاية نيويورك. Sawyer and Teklib من ولاية Texas. أيوة. Are we good? All right, so this is some of the chapter 1 stuff. Let's see. All right, so now we're going to slightly change course. Could someone read for me the top row that you see on your screen? It's from page 111 of Alif Ba.
Yeah. Akhdar. I'm not sure what the. Would that be? I don't know what that first bit is because there's the first letter on the second word.
The first letter on the second word. Anyone can anyone read that? That's a dal, a dal, right?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't sure whether it was connected or not. So, durus.
Off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
excellent.
Takharukha. What?
You know it.
Yeah?
تخرج.
تخرج.
Right? Excellent. Nice word. Everyone say أخضر.
أخضر.
أخضر. Excellent.
أخضر.
دروس.
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 تخرج.
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 Yeah, where does the stress go on تخرج?
On
The
R.
shadda.
That goes on the R, on the ra, right? Excellent. So we don't need to know what these words are. Does anyone recognize any of these words?
Yeah, the first
We
one.
don't need
Was one of them
Is
Akbar?
Akbar? Akbar is
Akbar is God, or very good,
Great.
because you say
Good.
Allah
Great.
Akbar, which means God is good.
Agree.
Yeah, the first one's actually means green.
That's right. The first one means green, even though the music sounds like a word you already know, right? But it doesn't mean, you don't say Allahu Akbar, you say Allahu Akbar. This is Akhdar, same music, same pattern, but it means green. Very nice. Akhdar means green. Okay, good. Thank you. Maya, you read the first line. Someone else read the second line for us.
The first one's Yudarisu.
Excellent. Yudarisu, if you fully valid, but notice I don't put a vowel in the seam. Yudaris, Yudaris is beautiful.
Okay, sorry. Yudaris. Hadara. Maybe.
Hadra.
Hadra. Sorry. And then Ukhra. No, Ukharaj. There's a J at the end. Ukharaj or Raj.
And the first close. The first vowel I indicate with the hamza on the bottom of that alif.
It's E. Sorry. So, is it Ikhraj?
Yes, ikhraj. Very nice. Ikhraj. Nice word here. Everyone say yudarris.
Yudaris.
Yudarris.
Yudaris.
Khadra.
Khadra.
Excellent. Ikhraj.
Ikhraj.
Very nice. All right. Now the question I have is, in these 6 words that we have on the screen, some of these words are related to each other, and the question is, can anyone tell me how they're related to each other?
Well, 2 of them mean green.
Which 2? Which 2?
Akhdar and Khadra.
Yes. Very good. Very good. One of them is yes, they both mean green. Very nice.
Is Yudarisu or Yudaris and Udaris or Udaris aren't those both related to teaching? To teach?
They are.
Yeah.
Yes. Yudaris, he is teaching. But what does durus mean?
Is that the
To learn? Or,
Durus is a noun. Durus is a plural noun.
Oh, okay, so it's classes.
Yes, classes, or more properly lessons, right?
Lessons.
Durus and yudaris. So durus and yudaris are also related, just like akhdar and khadra are related, right? And that leaves the last 2, taharraja and ikhraj, right? So the question is, if you've never seen these words before, how can you tell that they're related to each other? What is it? Where's the flag that flags them as belonging to the same family? Yes, Maya.
Oh, I'm sorry. The stem. The 3-letter stem.
That's exactly right. So everyone knows about the triliteral roots, right? Everyone knows about them?
Yeah.
No?
Oh, yes.
All right,
we do. Sorry.
I just need to make sure everyone knows about the triliteral root system in Arabic, right?
yeah.
We know other.
Is there anyone who doesn't know?
Is that most verbs and all come from just 3?
It's not actually just verbs, but that's how the language organizes itself. And it's really one of the most wonderful things about Arabic is that most of the words that appear in this language are based on these 3-letter root systems. And in this, it shares with other Semitic languages. So Hebrew is the same, and if you did ancient Akkadian, it will be the same thing. So basically, if you were an Arab speaker and you heard a word that you've never heard before, that's what your ear would be attuned to, right? So you would try to pick out the root letters. And once you identify the root letters, what happens? You can identify the word as belonging to this constellation of words that are from the same root system. And you can, if you know, there's more to it, then you need to sort of look at the pattern and see if you can identify the pattern. But even in the absence of the pattern, you can make an educated guess about what this word means. All right, so are we good with the triliteral root system? It's probably one of the most powerful things about our course. Everyone's happy with it?
Yep.
Yeah. I saw a shaking the head from Darden. Darden, are you happy with it?
No, I mean, yeah, I get it. No, I just remembered it, so we're fine. I just had to get.
Yeah, we didn't call it that last semester.
Yeah,
what did you call it? What did you call it?
We didn't call it anything.
Yeah.
We called it the root.
They were just a different colored letters when she gave us the word.
Okay. Well, can I, for those of you who are hazy on it, since it's so important, since it's so central to our course, could I refer you to page 111 of Alif Ba? Have a look at that, and I will try to find a better reference for you as well, all right? Because we need to make sure that we understand how the roots work. The root system is what gives Arabic its great richness. And you really need to have facility with these roots. So in other words, if I were encountering the word akhdar for the first time, in my mind, what do you think the three root letters that would sort of pop up in my, in this thought bubble in my head would be, of course, the kha, the da, and the ra, right? And that relates this word to the idea of greenness, all right? And then durus, what are the root letters for durus?
Darasa.
Excellent. The dal, the ra, and the sin. Yes? And you see those same root letters in the same order. The order is important. Which other word has the same root letters in the same order? Yudarris. Durus and then yudarris. Do you see yudarris in the bottom line? The same three root letters in the same order. E. And then what are the root letters for takharraja? What do you think the root letters for those are? Or for that word is?
Takharraja.
Close but no cigar.
No cigar.
Kharaja.
Yeah, those are the root letters. Those are the root letters. You made it, you have to guess sometimes. Oftentimes the T at the beginning, the Ta at the beginning is not a root letter. But here, what would have been your clue? What would have been your clue that the T is not part of the root letters?
It's different in the other word.
This is page 111, right?
Because it's been conjugated.
Well, the clue for you would have been that we mentioned that takharraja and ikhraj are the same family. And so you look at the three letters that are common. You look at the three letters that are common in those two words. Is that reasonably clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the T doesn't exist in the ikhraj, but we already said takharraja and ikhraj are the same family. Let's see. I apologize. I seem to have the page number is messed up, but I'll get you the correct page number. Oh, it's 115. Could you guys please make a note? Rather than 111, it's 115. All right? All right, so now we're going to move out of the root system, okay? But we'll have plenty of opportunity to talk about this in future lessons. But everyone is happy with the idea of three root letters identifying the word as belonging to this family of words. And you want the letters are important, and the order in which they appear is also important, okay? Are we happy with that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. So now we have about 25 minutes, I think, yeah. All right. Who wants to read this sentence and translate for us?
Oh.
Yeah, jump in, Maya.
Oh, Al-Walid Misri.
Excellent. Al-Walid Misri. Does anyone know what this means?
I do, I think.
Yes.
Oh,
Jane, go.
Pippa, you can go.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh, go.
Okay. Your
I
father is
nominate
Egyptian.
Jane Ashley. Or no.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Jane Ashley knows it.
Yeah, it really is. Okay. Well, it would be the father is my father is Egyptian. The father is Egyptian.
Final answer?
Yes.
Excellent. The father is Egyptian. Very nice word. Everyone sees the translation Al-Walid Misri. The father is Egyptian. Nice word. So if I were to ask you, and in a couple of weeks I will, I'd say, what are the root letters for Al-Walid? You know, in a short amount of time, you'll be sensitized and you can tell me, oh, the root letters are blah, 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 blah. Or what are the root letters for Misri? And you can do the same thing with those, all right? So each of these words has a tag connected to it, and that tag has 3 letters, all right? Excellent. Who wants to do number 2?
What's the second? I guess it's the 4th letter. I mean, is that it's a ya, right? The one after the shin.
It's an alif. It's another alif.
Okay. I must be seeing things. Sorry.
All right, I'll read it for you guys. Ash-shari' kabir. Ash-shari' kabir. Everyone say ash-shari'.
Ash-shari'.
Kabir.
Kabir.
Nice.
We were close. Shit,
So the question I have is, what does that sentence mean? Ash-shari' kabir.
The big street.
Close but no cigar.
The street is big.
The street is big. Excellent. The father is Egyptian. The street is big. The question I have for you is, where is the verb is happening in this sentence?
It's not.
Need it?
It's not. Arabic, as in some other languages, does not indicate the present tense of the verb to be, okay? We're happy with that. Ash-shari' kabir, right? And if I were to say the big street, it would look similar to this, but it would be different, right? But let's keep going with this pattern. Who wants to do this?
Al-Kitab Sayir.
Aha. Your adjective sagir was perfect. What about your subject? There's an alif lam and then there's a meme. Do you see the lam meme ligature at the beginning?
Oh. So sorry. I can't so is it Al-Maktab Sayir?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Al-maktab sagir. Anyone knows what that means? Al-maktab sagir.
Isn't it the library is I'm not sure what Sayir means.
Small.
Small?
Small. Yeah, maktab is actually the office.
Or like a small your home library office.
The office is small, is what the sentence says. Okay. Office and library look very similar in Arabic. Maktab, office, maktaba, the library. Okay. I think, unless I have it backwards. All right, let's do number 4, and I'll verify that in a second. All right. Who wants to do number 4?
Oh.
That's just your alif, lam, alif ligature. Al-imtihan.
Sab.
Saab. Excellent. Does anyone know what that means?
Yeah.
I think maybe
it's a hard test. Or the test is hard.
close with those. The test is hard. Al-imtihan saab. Very nice. All right. So the vocab doesn't seem to be quite accessible to you. And I'm
Actually,
wondering
that particular vocab from number 4 is not something we went over as a class. That's general information that I don't know why I know.
Okay. It's good. It's good that you know it.
I think I looked it up a while back.
Okay. All right. Because I assumed that you guys did chapters 1 and 2 and some of 3, and I'm just wondering where I got these vocab from. But I think this is all important stuff. So I think you guys are doing very well. Let's keep going. We'll do a couple more, and then we'll go to the next page. Who wants to do this one? Even if you don't know the meaning, you should be able to read it, right?
Walad. I forget what the second letter is in the second word.
The second letter in the second word is an ayn, so it's a guttural
So
al-walad.
Taibar.
What's the last letter?
Oh,
The
and
noon.
Taibain.
Yes. Al-walad ta'ban. Everyone say al-walad. Al-walad.
Al-walad.
Ta'ban.
Taban.
Excellent. Yes, nice work, Mark. Or I'm sorry, nice word, Adam. I beg your pardon. Al-walad ta'ban. Yes. Good. All right. So we're gonna do maybe. So how about this? I'm going to assign the rest of this for homework. Okay. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I will email you this in addition to what I was going to say for homework, okay? And then you can refer to your book.
Do you just want us to read them, or?
Read and translate.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Yeah.
Would you like us to scan that and send it to you, or?
Yes. Homework. I think that's the way to go. Would be to scan it and to send it, and then I can correct it and scan it and send it back to you. All right. If it needs correcting.
Okay.
All right. So if we go back, I just had a question for you. What do we need to keep track of when, for instance, when we say Al-Walid Misri versus number 1, Al-Walid Misri, the father is Egyptian, versus number 2, Ash-Shari' Kabir. In the first word, we have to keep track of the letter that happens after the Alif Lam. What is that concept called?
The Shamsi and Qamari letters.
Excellent, right? The Shamsi and Qamari letters. Does everyone know about those?
Yes.
We're happy, right? Wow happens to be which one? A Shamsi or a Qamari letter? Wow is, of course, a Qamari, right? It's the moon letter. That's why we pronounce the Lam. Al-Walid Misri. Is everyone happy with that? Wow is a moon letter. It's a Qamari. Al-Walid Misri. However, Sheen is what? Obviously, a Shamsi, right? So we do not pronounce the L, right? And what do we do with the Sheen?
Shadda.
Right, we put the shadda, so we double it or we emphasize it. Ash-Shari' Kabir, right? So that's so everyone's happy with the moon letters and the sun letters, right? We're all good? Excellent. So in case you want to glance at it, it's Alif Ba, page 195. All right. All right. Now, let's see. I have a bunch of the adjectives. Let's do 2, 3, and 6. I think we got 6. What is the adjective in number 2? That's the second word in the sentence. The road is big. How do we say that in Arabic? Big. Number 2.
Kabir.
Kabir. Wonderful. Was that Hiba?
Yeah.
Excellent. Number 3. Who wants to read number 3? The adjective part, just the predicate, so to speak. Al-maktab. Oh, sorry. Saghir. Everyone say saghir.
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 Saghir. All right. Who wants to read number 6 for us? The second word in the sentence.
Jarir.
Number 6, right?
Yeah.
Number 6. So it starts with a jim.
Oh, Jadid.
Excellent. Everyone say jadid.
Jadid.
Right. So now repeat after me. Kabir.
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 Saghir.
Sarir.
Jadid.
Jadid.
Okay, these words are all related, and the question I have is, how are they related? Kabir, Saghir, and Jadid.
The same vowel sounds.
Excellent. Did everyone get that? They all follow the same pattern. They have the same music, right? So Kabir, Saghir, and Jadid, right? So basically, what are we looking at here? We're looking at the first root letter, followed by a short a, followed by the second root letter, followed by a long ya, right, the e, and followed by the third root letter. Are we happy with that? They're the same pattern.
So
right?
is that how all adjectives are?
Excellent question. These are all adjectives. This is a very common adjectival form in Arabic. However, if you look at the other examples on the page, you see that not all adjectives fit this pattern, right? But this is really useful to know. When you encounter a new word, if it should fall into this pattern, chances are it is an adjective. And then go ahead.
I'm sorry. If it's feminine, it may have a tamarbuta after it, yeah? Or is
Excellent.
that yeah, okay.
Yes, excellent. All of the adjectives you see on this page are in fact masculine adjectives, and you need to have noun and you need to have gender agreement between your noun and adjectives, and absolutely you need to pay attention to that, right? So excellent question. That was going to be the next page, but
sorry.
No, that's fine. Excellent. So, but you're all happy with knowing that these three words, or Kabir, Saghir, Jadid, you all hear the music, right? These are all the same pattern, even though they have different root letters, right? Are we good with that? All right. Yeah. All right. Now we go to number 1. Let's go back to number 1. Al-Walid Misri. And then who wants to read number 7 for us? Number 7.
Ustaz, Philistinia.
Whoa, you feminized it.
Oh, yeah, I feminized it, yeah. Philistini.
Ustad, Philistini, excellent. Al-Ustad. Everyone repeat, very nice, Maya. Everyone repeat, Al-Ustad.
Al-Ustad.
Philistini.
Palestine.
Philistini, excellent. What does that mean?
The professor is Palestinian.
Excellent. That's exactly what it says. The professor is Palestinian. And the question I have is, how are the adjectives in number 1 and 7 related? Misri versus Palestini.
It's nationality, so jinsiya.
It's a jinsiya, right. But what topic does this fall under? What kind of adjectives? These are your...
Feminine and masculine.
Oh, there's a word for it. We just did this.
They're both masculine. Misri and Palestini are both masculine.
Oh, that's what you're looking for. Okay.
These are both...
Nisba.
Excellent, Maya. These are both nisba adjectives. Could you explain to us, Maya, what a nisba adjective is?
Okay, if I remember, it's like affiliation. So, like, it would also, so there's nationality, and then I think the other example used was like a hospital patient. So, I don't know the words in Arabic for that, but I think she said like the fact that it's a patient in a hospital, so hospital is the affiliation there, and that would sort of be the adjective. I don't know, but it's
okay.
Yeah.
That's generally correct. Basically, your nisba adjectives are a large class of adjectives, and these are adjectives that are generally derived from what? These are derived from nouns. For instance, Egypt or Palestine. And how do you make these? The bare bones way to make this adjective from the noun is to do what? To put a ya at the end, right? And if you look at the name of your teacher, in fact, I have a ya at the end of my name, and the first part of it is not Arabic. It's a different language, but it's the similar pattern. Okay, this is the nisba. So basically, by adding the ya, you're attributing this adjective to a noun, or you're connecting it. Misri, Egyptian. Palestini, Palestinian. Right? How would you say American?
Ameriki or Amerikiya?
Amriki, Amrikiya. Very nice. Amriki, Amrikiya. All right. So we did that. We're going to skip that last bullet. We're going to go to the next page. All right, now we're going to provide a suitable adjective to form a simple nominal sentence. The same thing we've done, except I'm going to ask you to come up with an adjective to make the sentence. Al-walida. Who wants to give me an adjective for al-walida to make a complete sentence?
Kabir.
Close but no cigar. Al-walida. What do you have to do when you have a feminine noun?
Add a ta marbuta.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly right. Al-walida kabira. Right? The mother is big. The mother is great. Right? Let's do number 2. Who wants to do number 2? Sorry for the script again. That's an alif, lam, mim at the beginning. Let's use the same adjective.
I was gonna.
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna do Medina Francia.
Al-Madina Francia. Excellent. The city is
French.
What? French. The city is French. Al-Madina Francia. The city is French. All right. The point is, you need to have your that adjective match in gender with your subject. As-sayyara. Let's do one more, then we'll have to move on. As-sayyara. Does anyone know what as-sayyara means?
Street.
Yeah, Maya.
Street.
Shari' was street with the sheen.
Sayyara is I don't remember.
Anyone? Sayyara is the word for automobile. All right? As-sayyara, and give me another adjective for sayyara.
Kabira.
As-sayyara kabira. The car is big. All right? All right, so I'm going to assign the rest of these for homework, okay? You get to come up with your own adjective based on what's in the book, and then scan them and send them to me, all right? All right, now I have some announcements for our next class. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yep.
You will have homework, and you will have a quiz, all right? The quiz is going to be a vocab quiz. It'll be vocabulary. I have chapters 1, 2, and 3, but if you guys, since it looks as though you didn't get past chapter 1, I don't know how you feel. Do you want to memorize the vocab? You're going to have to memorize at some point anyway. Do you want to have a smaller set for this first quiz, just the first 2 chapters, or do you want to plunge ahead and do the first 3 chapters?
One thing is, what about the fact that we'll be using different books because we have the 3rd edition? Will that matter?
Okay,
at all?
that's an excellent point. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to type it up and send it to you. I will type it up and send, yeah. So that's an excellent question. We have different versions, but I'm going to send you a canonical list that you guys can study as your study guide. The question is, will you be able to handle 3 chapters worth of vocab?
I'm gonna say no.
2 chapters, yeah.
Say 2.
Because I have.
Because I mean, I feel like I would do more. I would learn it better if it was just 2, or else I'll get overwhelmed if it's 3.
All right, let's do 2 chapters. We'll save the next one for the next quiz. It might be on Thursday, a week from today, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll focus on the vocab from chapters 1 and 2. I owe you a canonical list of vocab items, and then you can use that as your study guide, okay? Are we happy with the quiz on Tuesday? Any questions on the quiz?
You'll just send it to our academic liaisons, and then we just, like...
I think I can email you via eCollege.
I wouldn't.
No?
Sure.
I
Been
mean,
really
try.
unreliable in the
I
past.
welcome you to try. Our previous teacher did not have a ton of success in that, but if you can make that work,
All right.
more
How
power to
about
you.
this? I'm going to give you my email address, and could you guys all email me your email addresses so I have a master list? Here's my email address. It is my first initial K, my middle initial F, as in Frank, and then my last name, Niazi, KFNIAZI, at Gmail.
Is any of this case sensitive or anything?
No, it's all.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think it's case sensitive. I always use
Gmail isn't.
Yeah, KFNiazi at Gmail.
Okay, I just want to...
Yeah, thanks for double checking. That's great. All right, so please go ahead and email me. So I have your email, and the students who are not here today, I'm just going to have to rely on eCollege. So I'll send you the list of vocab, and then let's see. Yeah.
I just meant for the quiz on Tuesday. Like in the past, we've been having our quizzes just go to the academic liaison, and then we take it before class. Is that how this is going to work, or did you have another
system
in mind?
I was thinking of doing it, spending the first 10 minutes in class, but since our class is so short, I'm going to explore what you said. I think for the first quiz, we're probably going to spend the first 5 or 10 minutes in class taking the quiz.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'll just count on you to scan it and send it to me.
Okay.
Basically, I'll be providing the Arabic, and you can provide the English. I think that's for the first quiz. We'll take it a little easy. All right.
Thank you. Sweet.
Sure.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Sure. I had assigned a bunch of homework from Chapter 3 because I thought we were going to do Chapter 3. But could you tell me, I know our class time is up, but could you tell me which exercises you have not done in Chapter 2?
Yes, I can tell you that.
Yes. Could you please go?
Okay, so like right now or just like...
Yeah, right
Okay.
now, right now.
So, we don't seem to have done I think it's 13 here, which is with the definite article. There's a bunch of stuff with definite article. We did like the first bit with it. It was 12, which was just sticking the definite article in and deciding whether or not it's Shamsi or Kamariya, but and to put a shadda, and then there was the next, but then that continues, and we haven't done that, anything after that.
Okay. All right.
Wait, for lesson
you know what?
1 or 2?
We're looking at lesson 2. We're looking at chapter 2. Yeah.
We did. Oh, we also didn't do. There was a few things we didn't get to in the stuff. Hold on. We didn't do 3. No, 4. Excuse me. Or 3 actually.
Or we could just say the ones we have done and then figure out the ones we didn't do.
So I'm pretty sure
That's
we haven't
fair.
done any in lesson 2.
Yeah, we haven't done any in
All right.
lesson 2.
You haven't done any lesson. Oh, this is lesson 1, or is it? Am I looking at lesson 1 or lesson 2?
What?
You're looking at lesson
Oh.
1. Definite article is
Excuse me,
lesson
I'm
1.
sorry. Sorry. We definitely
okay.
have done stuff in lesson 2, but that's to be whatever.
You know what, guys? We're gonna have to figure this out via email. Could you email me the exercises that you have done in lesson 2? And also, if you email me, make sure to write down the version of the book that you have, the edition that you have, so I can keep track of it. Okay?
Okay.
And I will be in touch with you real soon, both with your vocab list and your homework assignment for next Tuesday. Okay?
Do you want us to bring our dictionaries to class? That might be like the dictionary you wanted us to order. Do you want us to bring that to class? Well, okay, sorry.
You mean this one?
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
Yeah. You're welcome to bring it to class. Absolutely. The quiz will be from memory, right?
No,
dictionary.
yes. No, I'm not going to be like flipping through my dictionary.
Yeah, but it's good to have. Absolutely. Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right. Well, have a great Thursday afternoon, and see you on Tuesday. And stay tuned for the emails.
Thank you very much.
Right.
It was good to meet you.
Thank you. See you all later. Bye bye.
Are you going to chat or?
No, I'm good.
You're
It's
good?
fine. I can just call. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, you're a veteran now.
Yeah. I'm going to, I've just been behind in everything, so I need to look at all the wonderful links that you sent me.
That's
and
fine.
Hopefully get the technology to be working better.
You can't do everything. It'll take some time. But this was a really nicely paced and nicely energized class. This was a very lovely way for them to start the second term. So thank you for that.
I really appreciate hearing that, Josh. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the help.
It's really
I'll be in touch.
wonderful. Great job.
Thank you, Claire. Yeah, so stay tuned for questions, Josh. And
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm here. I'm actually, I will have a good deal more time available as of 2 weeks from now. So if you want, scheduling is dicey, but even now, if you want to set up a meeting, if you, instead of sending me emails, if you just want to set aside half an hour, we can talk this way. You just let me know. I won't come bug you. I'll just wait to hear from you, but we'll chat whenever you're ready.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the support. Josh
All right,
and Claire,
absolutely.
have a wonderful afternoon.
See you later. Bye-bye.
See you later.